Hello, welcome back. It's so good to see you. So, today I thought we could unbox a little set of games. Okay, so I went to Dollar Tree like months and months ago. And I was at the checkout. You know how when you wait at the checkout, there's like little impulse buys. Yeah, so I was at the checkout and I saw something. I don't know if somebody left it behind or if it was just on the counter, but I found this little box of games and I was like, oh, let me get that because sometimes on the weekends my aunt comes over and we hang out and play games. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. But I saw this and I was like, oh, maybe we could do one of these games or something. I don't know. But it's this little bitty box. Let me show you. Isn't this so cute? It's a little bitty box. And it says family game night. There are 8 games for endless fun. Endless fun. But these are actually coasters. It's a coaster game, and it says that there are 30 coaster cards inside. Now look, you see what I mean? Months ago, months, because this was only $1.25, and you know things aren't $1.25 at Dollar Tree anymore. At least not at our Dollar Trees. But anyway, I got this months and months ago, and forgot about it, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna make the video. I set it down, and then the holidays happened, so I've been sitting on this box for a long time. But yeah, on the back it says that it says there's 8, but this looks like 9. Either some big vehicle is driving by or somebody's mowing their lawn. Either way, if you can hear it, I'm sorry. But it says, riddle me this. Never have I ever. Truth or dare. Telephone. Oh, this isn't a game. This is just like in bingo. It's a free space. 8 games of endless fun. Yeah. Memory blast. Rhyme time. Charades. And a trivia challenge. So I thought we could open this up. Maybe we could, I don't want to say play some of these games, but like look at them and like truth or dare or never have I ever, that kind of thing, It is taped, so let me see if I can open it. Oh no. I thought my nail would be able to rip through this tape, but this is some strong tape. My goodness, Dollar Tree, golly. Okay, I'm just gonna have to, we'll just do that. Okay, and it still didn't get all of it. Whoops. Okay. And because they're coasters, I think the cards are going to be quite thick. Yeah, they are. Okay. So, it looks like these first... Oh, I wonder if I can, break them up into different sections. Okay. So, there's charades. And then we have trivia. Trivia challenge. These are, very stuck together. And then we've got Memory Blast. Wait, there's only one card of Memory Blast? Okay, I don't want to flip these over. Maybe they're just mixed. Never have I ever. Telephone. Riddle me this. Truth or dare. We'll just do the truth. Unless it's, something I don't want to tell you about. Oh my goodness. But I pretty much tell you everything, so. Oh my gosh, come on. Rhyme time and charades. Why is Memory Blast only one card. So charades is 4 cards. Memory Blast is 1. Riddle Me This is 4. Never Have I Ever 1. Telephone 1. Rhyme Time 1. Truth or Dare. Oh gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then Trivia Challenge. Okay. I want to look at this Memory Blast because how is it 1 card? Okay. Oh, I see. So it says study this card for 10 seconds. Try to recall as many of the icons as you can remember. So this is dumb because there's only 1. But I would have to, I couldn't just like study it by looking at this. I'd have to like come up like a sing-song type of way, like not singy, but you know what I mean, like sun, umbrella, key, thumb, sun, umbrella, key, thumb, you know what I mean, and then be like sun, umbrella, key, thumb, like that. But like this one's dumb. This one's dumb. Okay, rhyme time. Let me look at it. I don't want you to see it. Okay, alright. It says ready for this tongue twister. Pick a word such as cat. The person next to you must say a new word that rhymes with cat, like bat, cat, bat. The game continues around the circle. When someone accidentally says a word that does not rhyme, the game is over. So I wonder if it's kind of like one of those games where it's like, let's say there are 4 people in a circle and this person says cat, bat, mat, sat. But this person has to say cat, and this person has to say cat, mat, and this person has to say cat, mat, sat. And then this person has to say cat, mat, sat. Or cat, bat. I don't know, I don't remember what I said. But you know what I mean. Like, do you have to keep adding, but you have to remember what everyone said? I think that would be kind of funny. But there's only 1 card. But I guess you can just pick whatever word and then rhyme, right? Okay, telephone. Alright, it says this player who draws this card begins by whispering a made-up phrase in the ear of the player next to them. The phrase can be as goofy and ridiculous as you like. The second player whispers the secret message to the person next to them, and so on. The last player to receive the message will say it out loud. I'm pretty sure we've all played the game of telephone, and it works every single time, because whatever you say in the beginning is not what you're going to get at the end. It never is. And it's like, is somebody doing that on purpose? You'll never know. Or does it really get messed up like that? You know, because people mishear stuff all the time. Okay. And then the last one that has the 1, just 1 card. Never have I ever. Never have I ever. This is stupid, because I don't think it gives you never have I ever like options. It says everyone hold up 5 fingers. Got it. The person who draws this card starts the game by sharing one thing they have never done before. They give you one example. Never have I ever gone on a roller coaster. Never have I ever cried after getting a shot at the doctor, etc. If someone in the group has done that thing, they must put a finger down. The last person to still have any fingers up wins the game. This would be great if it gave you never have I ever options. You know what I mean? Like, this card is just basically these like little single cards. They're just ideas. They're not actual games, which I don't know if I'm gonna like that with the rest of these cards, you know? Alright, we'll see. There are 4 of the Riddle Me This. Alright, let's see. Oh, I shouldn't have shown that to you. Hopefully you didn't see it. Okay, it says, give me a drink and I will die. Feed me and I'll get bigger. What am I? Give me a drink and I will die. Feed me and I'll get bigger. What am I? The answer is a fire. What has many rings but no fingers? Now see, when I hear that, I would have said like tree or something, you know, but this is a telephone. You will buy me to eat. Sorry, I was making noise. You will buy me to eat, but never eat me. What am I? You will buy me to eat, but will never eat me. What am I? This could be several things, but the answer is a plate. But you could also buy a spoon and a fork, you know, that you do buy those things to eat. So, all right, let's see what this next one is. Oh, I almost showed you the card again. Oh my goodness. Okay, it says, I go all around the world, but never leave the corner. What am I? That one's stupid. I feel like everybody knows that. That's a stamp. How do you fix a cracked pumpkin? With a pumpkin patch. Okay, no, it says, I'm light as a feather, yet the strongest person can't hold me for 5 minutes. What am I? I am light as a feather, yet the strongest person can't hold me for 5 minutes. I'm sure someone has. At least once. But it's your breath. It's your breath. Okay. Oh my god, I keep showing you the card. What is wrong with me? Okay. Nobody empties me, but I never stay full for long. Who am I? Nobody empties me, but I never stay full for long. What am I? The moon. I have no legs. I will never walk, but always run. What am I? A river. Why are teddy bears never hungry? Why are teddy bears never hungry? Because they are always stuffed. That was stupid. Okay, I'm not going to show you this card. I'm just going to read it. Okay, it says, what gets bigger the more you take away? What gets bigger the more you take away? A hole. Which letter of the alphabet has the most water? C. I follow you all the time and copy your every move, but you can't catch me. What am I? I follow you all the time and copy your every move, but you can't catch me. What am I? Your shadow. Your shadow. Okay, now we have charades, but we'll look at them. But it's not like I can, do anything right now. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is a lot. Like, what? Do these all say the same thing? No. Okay. This says, draw a rectangle in the air to signal you're performing a charade for a TV show title. Act out each word of the title, blah, blah, blah. This is so stupid. It literally just tells you how to play charades. Like, duh. This makes me mad. I thought it was going to give you, like, examples, That was dumb. Okay, let's do the trivia challenge. Trivia challenge. I know you want the truth or dare because you want to hear juicy gossip or something. Okay, trivia challenge. How many teeth does an adult human have? 32. What is the first state? What was the first state? Delaware. I didn't know that. How many colors are there? Sorry, that's my mom. She's in the kitchen. How many colors are there in the rainbow? It says 7, but there's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet too. Okay. What bird cannot move their eyeballs? Owls. I guess that's why they can move their head like 360, right? Okay. What temperature does water boil? Answer is 210 degrees Fahrenheit or 100 degrees Celsius. How come? Sorry, I'm going to try not to. How come it says 212 degrees Fahrenheit or 100 degrees Celsius, but in this one it puts the degree sign or symbol, and then over here it spells it out? What's up with that? Okay, I'm trying to keep this off camera so you don't see the answers. Alright, the Statue of Liberty was given to the United States by which country? France. And I think that was like the biggest Christmas gift like ever. I'm pretty sure it was gifted at Christmas. Which continent is known as the land down under? Australia. What colors mix to make orange? Red and yellow. Okay, I don't want to go through these. I want to do the truth or dare, and if the truth or dare are stupid, then we'll go through these, because it's like these are super easy. Like, at least they give you, trivia instead of the idea of trivia. Like, I'm shocked it didn't have one card that says trivia challenge. Go online and look up random facts. You know what I mean? Okay, now there's truth or dare. Truth or dare, truth or dare. Oh, I thought I'd give you an option. Dare. Okay, pick up the person to your right. Choose a song you both know the lyrics to and perform a duet for the group. It says pick up. Oh, pair up. I thought it said pick up. I was like, you have to pick this person up? This doesn't make any sense. It says pair up. I'm just the idiot. Okay. Dare. Smell everyone's armpits and rank them? No. Disgusting. Oh my god, never. Dare. Try to pick up and eat a snack with your toes? No. Oh my god, it's disgusting. Dare. Let another person draw a tattoo on your arm with a marker. Okay, the real dare would be like, let them draw it on with a marker and then go to a tattoo shop and you have to get that tattoo. Okay, gosh, I hope there are truths in here, my goodness. Let the group choose a condiment from the fridge and eat a spoonful of it. Okay. Come on. These next ones better be truth. Using a sheet of paper and scissors, cut out a scary mask. There's an example of the scary mask. Look, it's so scary. Hold it in front of your face and speak in your best villain voice until it's your turn again. Okay. Okay, come on, truth. Truth. Yes. Would you rather have the ability to fly or be invisible? This isn't a truth. This is a would you rather question. What? Would I rather fly or be invisible? I think I would rather fly because I don't know about you, but I've had dreams where I can fly and it is the most amazing thing ever. And what's weird, to me, I think is weird, it's like, I'm sure everyone has had this dream, okay? But you actually know what it feels like to fly because of your dream. Isn't that cool? So yeah, I'd want the ability to fly because flying is awesome. Okay, truth. Describe your ideal family day. Where would we go and what would we do together? I think that I would like to take my kids. Now this is ideal, which means that I have no issues walking. I have no issues with pain or exhaustion or anything like that, okay? So I'm a totally normal, very energetic person, okay? I think that I would want to take the kids to, like, what do they call them? An amusement park, you know? Where they can ride roller coasters and play games and eat, you know, yummy food. And then we would get, like, dots and, yeah, I think that would be fun. It would be an amusement park, but it would also be a water park, so you could do two things. And then after that, we would go out to eat. My kids really like Cheesecake Factory, so we would go out to eat at Cheesecake Factory. And then after that, we'd go see a movie or something. You know, I think they're coming out with, like, I think it's called Toy Story 5. It's coming out next summer. Yeah, I'd want to go see that. That would be an ideal family day. Okay. What a stupid truth, you know? Like, what? Okay. If you could have any job in the world, what would it be? Okay, if I could have any job in the world, what would it be? I think what would be fun would be to be an actor. That would be fun. But I was talking to my mom about this the other day, and I think that my actual dream job would be to work in, like, a retirement community or like an old folks home, that kind of thing. I don't know if you've ever seen the show. There's a show, I believe it's on Netflix, and it's by Ricky Gervais. It is called Derek. And Derek works at, like, a retirement old folks home or whatever. To me, that is my dream job for real, because I love old people. I know that sounds weird to say, but I love old people, and, like, I can talk to anyone about anything. And a lot of people don't really listen to older people, you know, or, like, they don't have time or whatever. I would like to hang out as my job at an old folks home or a retirement community and just hang out with them all day. You know, obviously we would take care of them, you know, like, because in some places they have, like, activities and, like, games, and they've got movie night and beauty salon, you know, whatever. But, like, you really basically just live with them, you know. You can go with them grocery shopping or whatever. You're basically hanging out with a super what's the word? I don't want to say experienced, but I don't know. But every old person that I've ever met, I, like, love them, and I can have a conversation with them forever because they have so many great stories to tell. And it's like they just open up, you know, because I feel like they want to share their stories, but sadly, like, a lot of times people won't listen or whatever. Like, I used to love going to my ex-husband's house before he moved in with me or whatever, or just even after, because his grandmother lived there. There was actually two houses. They built their houses or whatever, but they were attached. And so on one side, you know, my in-laws, and then the other side, my husband's grandma lived there. And when she died, they broke the wall down and made it into this huge house. So like my mother-in-law lives in a legit mansion now. But I would love it. I would spend the whole time with her, because she would tell me so many stories about her life, and she was so funny, and just, she was the best, the absolute best. And it's like that with all old people, you know, like, I love them, and I think that would be the best job, and that's the job that I would like to have. And my daughter, I was talking about it, and she was like, well, why don't you work there? And I'm like, because you have to have all these certifications and, you know, like, whatever. And she's like, well, you can go volunteer. And I'm like, I could, but the thing is they want their volunteers to be able to help and assist the elderly, right? But I'm disabled, so like, I would need more help than, you know, I wouldn't be able to help. So that's the dream job, but I can't, I wouldn't be able to do it. Okay, truth, be a good one. Do you believe that life is random, or everything happens for a reason? I think everything appears random, but it's supposed to, because if you knew it was coming, nothing would be a surprise. But I believe that everything does happen for a reason. You just don't know it until your life's over, you know. But you can look back at your life now and think all the way back to when you were a kid or whatever, and think about every little detail. Every little thing had to happen in such a specific way for you to be living the life that you are now, you know. It's really interesting. But like, even when bad things happen, it's terrible in the moment, but when you look back, it's like, that had to happen for this to happen, you know. And it's like that with everything. Okay, wait, that's not a truth, that's just, what do you believe? That's stupid. Okay. Would you rather? Here's another would you rather. This is not a truth or dare. Okay. Would you rather take a road trip across the country, or spend 1 week on a tropical island? I would like to do both. I would like to do anything. I've been on one vacation in my life. And that was probably like 30 years, no, not 30 years ago. It was probably like 25 years ago, and it was with my parents. And we went to Vegas. That was so cool. And we stayed in like this penthouse suite. Oh my god. It was so, I don't think that hotel even exists anymore. It was the Mirage. And it had the volcano. I don't think that even exists anymore. But it was really, really cool. But I would like to do both, because I did road trips, which I don't consider like a vacation or whatever. But I did road trip with my in-laws to my husband's graduation, and then back, and I love super long car rides. I love it, especially when you're the one not driving. Oh, it's amazing. Okay, the last one. Be good. If you won the lottery, yes please, let that happen. I mean, I know you have to play the lottery to win it, but just yes please. If you won the lottery today, how would you spend your newfound fortune? The very first thing that I would buy would be a car, but I would have the hand controls installed in the car, so that I could drive and I could go wherever I wanted, whenever I wanted to, and I wouldn't have to like rely on, you know, somebody else to take me wherever I need to go, because I just feel like I am a burden, you know. Can you take me here? Or like, my medicine's ready, I need to go pick it up, you know, and I want to go to Five Below. Well, you know, but I also don't want to put anyone out to be able to go there, you know. So I have to be very strategic with my shopping now. But that's the first thing that I would buy. I would buy a car, and I would put the hand controls in there, so that I could drive, you know? And then I would buy property, huge property, and build a house, a 1-story house. Yes, I gotta make sure that the property is nowhere on a floodplain, you know, and I would want to clear the land because I wouldn't want trees to be close to the house. There could be trees surrounding so that it would be like secluded, but I wouldn't want trees right up next to the house just because I'd be afraid of trees falling, lightning striking, you know what I mean? Or like hurricane, I don't know. But yes, and I would want a very big screened in porch, massive kitchen with double ovens, a soundproof recording studio for the channel, you know, and I don't know. I want a house that is very quiet, that is peaceful, secluded, lots of land, and then but it's like so much land that it could actually be like a compound, you know. So like I could build my parents' house and I could build a shop for my dad, and then a house for each of my kids, you know, but it's all on one property, but like big enough to where the houses are separated and you need like a golf cart to get to your mom's house or your daughter's house or something like that, you know, like just big land. But anyway, yeah, that's how I would spend it. Car, house, what else, you know, stuff for the house, and then I could go on my vacations, and then me and the kids could go to the amusement park. Well, I could try and go to the amusement park. Anyway, I mean, I gotta say, like, I was kind of disappointed because most of these cards are crap, and they're not like real games. They're like game ideas, which to me is stupid. It's like, don't tell me there are 8 games in here when it's just basically game ideas, you know? Anyway, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I don't think that we will play these games because they're dumb. They're dumb. But anyway, I guess I hope that you enjoyed that. I don't know. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.